Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick tutorial or instructional on the second module that we have already entered. So the second module, the focus will be on thesis statements and writing about people. So the way that I got to this page is I was on Blackboard. Hopefully we all know how to get onto Blackboard. I found our page and I clicked on Module 2. So the tasks related to this module are listed here. The first thing you're going to do is read 2 articles. The first is Lena Dunham Comes to Terms with Herself, and you can click on this link and you will be directed to the article, which you'll find here. It's interesting to consider the images alongside the text, so don't sort of skip over the images. And the other article is a New York Times article, and again, you'll find it, you'll be redirected to the page and you can read it here. So after you've read those 2 articles, I am asking that you watch a thesis statement tutorial. Now this thesis statement tutorial I didn't actually create. I just think it's really short and gets to the crux of what a thesis statement is. So you're going to watch the video and you're going to post a comment underneath this video with a possible thesis statement for your own autoethnography. And you're going to keep the video's instructions about like what a good thesis statement should look like. So here's something that some of us didn't know. When you click on this video, you get this, right? In order to see the full YouTube page, you want to click on, well, I actually click on this and I just click on this link and then I'm redirected to the actual YouTube page. And so I would listen to this YouTube page, I would listen to this video, and then I would post a comment by clicking on add a public comment, and then just clicking on comment. So you want to make sure that you do this by March 10th, because as you might recall, the YouTube comments must be posted a little bit before our modules end. So again, you'll be posting a comment on this YouTube video with a possible thesis statement for your own autoethnography. And again, that should be by March 10th. And just to remind you, I clicked on this video, I clicked on this little arrow, and then I clicked on this link, and then I was able to be redirected to the YouTube page. After I've done that, I might go directly into the discussion board and pick one of these prompts. Now, excuse me, you'll notice that the prompts for this discussion board are related to people. And this is because this unit is really interested in the way people can inform our research project. So you're going to choose one of these and you're going to respond to them. Just remember, it has to be, whatever you choose, your post must be 500 words. Some of us forgot about that and sort of just wrote 2 or 3 lines. You really want to adhere to the word count. The other part of, and so the way that you would do that is you would click on this. You would click on Create Thread. You can title your thread whatever you'd like, and you would post. Because when you click on this, you lose all of this information, I like to copy this. And then when I click on this and click on Create Thread, I paste. Oh, actually, you don't lose it. You see it right here. Oh, so never mind. We're good on that. All right, so let's go back. Then the next thing that you want to do to complete this module is the reading group discussion. So you would click on reading group discussion. You would find your reading group. Now it seems like the majority of us have been successful in accessing these groups. And you would start having a conversation about the two readings, and maybe even about thesis statements. So in order to be more helpful, I've provided some questions that you might consider. I call them guiding discussion questions, and I'll post this alongside this video. And so this can be something that you start answering and talking about with your group mates. I just want to show you. So this is a group that did a really good job of talking with one another. So you'll see, we have Fani talks about her responses to some of the articles, and then we have Paola responding to Fani and saying, I completely agree with you on this, I like your point on this, here's some ideas I had. And it continues and continues and continues and continues, and throughout the whole discussion, group mates are talking to one another while also giving their own ideas, but it's clear that they're reading what the others have written, which is something that not all of us did. So I just want you to remember that. The other thing that I want you to see is when you go into your group page, you don't necessarily have to, I've said this a number of times, but I just want to say it again. You don't have to do the discussion board for your reading group discussion. You could do something like Collaborate. So just so you understand, the way Collaborate works is when you're on this page, you see Collaborate, File Exchange, Group Log, Group Discussion Board, Group Journal, Group Task, Group Wiki, Send Email. You click on Collaborate, and you can create a room, join a room, and let me see if I joined a room right now. So you would all work out with one another. I've blocked my camera because it's not working right now, but you would all work with one another to establish a perfect time to meet, and you would join. Oh my gosh, there's so many pop-ups. Okay, you would join each other, and you could talk to each other like this. You would click on audio, video, and you could all see each other. But the most important thing to note is you would click on start recording, and as soon as you all join the room, just click on start recording and just start talking to one another about the readings. Make sure you click on save recording before exiting, and you can just send me an attachment of that recording, and that can be your discussion, right? Now, if this is a little too high tech for you, the other option you have is something called Google Hangout. So for those of you who are not familiar, if you have a Gmail account, you have something, oops. Just ignore all. You have something here on the left-hand side. It's a Google Hangout option, and you can add your group mates to your list of contacts, and you can actually, oh, there you go. Actually, I've never done this before, so I would enter your email. Oh, I see. I would enter your email, and then I would click on you, and then I would click on this video icon and then do a video call, and then you just add people. It's sort of like FaceTiming. And there's a way that you can record this as well. If you just Google record Google Hangout, you get instructions here. So this is another option. And then the final option that I'll just mention is if you wanted to email each other back and forth, or WhatsApp each other back and forth, and just copy and paste the transcript and send that over to me. All of those would be acceptable forms of discussion. So you'll complete that, And last but not least, to complete this module, you're going to submit a first draft of your autoethnography. This first draft must be 3 pages, and it must do all of the following. You must have a driving question. You must have an introduction that contains a thesis statement. You must map out the kind of evidence you're going to be using to answer your driving question. It must be clear how your personal experiences and personal writing will intersect with your project. I want to see that you're organizing your paragraphs in some kind of logical way, and if you're not, I need to be clear on why you're not organizing your paragraphs. And so if you've done all of these things, you'll get full credit. And then once you've completed this, you have successfully completed the second module. Now, my recommendation to you is to try to complete the video comment, the discussion board post, and the reading group discussion within the next week and a half, so that you can spend the last week and a half focusing on your draft. This draft, it seems like it's easy because it's 3 pages, double spaced, but in fact, you're really trying to now think about what your final project will be on, and so it might take a little bit of thinking, and so you might want to give yourself that room to contemplate and to do some just like research, discussion, talking with friends, Googling different things that are already out there, reading some other autoethnographies, etc. So that's my recommendation. Whether or not you choose to do that is up to you, but the hard deadline that I am sticking to is the comment for YouTube must be by March 10th, and all other things must be submitted by March 14th for credit. Okay, so I'm hoping now we're all comfortable with how to navigate this second module. If we're not, you'll let me know via email. Until then, I'll see you when I see you.